Hello, everyone in YouTube land. We Love Wrestling back here, and I got some Resident Evil news for you. I'm sure most of you have seen what's going on. Capcom spoke out about Resident Evil, and I usually do a video about anything Resident Evil news that pops up. I'll do a video about it. It's worthy enough. You know, I'm a massive Resident Evil fan. I'm sure you guys all have known that about me. Been on YouTube for a while, so yeah, I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. And it's one of those series where I don't want to give up on. I really don't. I don't want to give up on the series. Even though, sadly, it's dead, and it's kind of irrelevant in a way, because we've been getting so many zombie games. I'm not going to get into that or whatever, but we've gotten so many zombie games in the past couple of years, and this whole 7th generation. It's just ridiculous how many zombie games have come out. Obviously my favorite Zombie U. I mean, that right there is my favorite survival horror game in years. Especially for, you know, not just survival horror. We're talking about zombie games here. So yeah, I mean, that right there is the best. I love Zombie U. But yeah, I mean, Resident Evil. It's a real shame where the series is right now. I mean, it's just dead. It's in trouble since 5. You know. Even though I've never played 6, but I already know it's shit, alright? It looks terrible. Tons of cutscenes, tons of quick-time events, I've seen the whole game, literally. I've seen, like, when the game was first released, like, the first week it was released, like, the whole month, I was watching, like, walkthroughs of the game, story, so it was spoiled for me. The whole game was spoiled for me. I didn't care. I don't fucking give a shit. Yeah, it's just full of cutscenes and QuickTime events, and that's not what we want. Even though 4 had some QuickTime events in there, but not like, I mean, every single time in Resident Evil 6 there's a QuickTime event. It's just ridiculous. Tons of fucking action and helicopters exploding, and it's just like, what is going on here? Whatever. But, you know, getting to the point here, with, you know, Capcom spoke out about Resident Evil and its future. Now, I'm worried about this game. Now, it makes me even more like, wow, I don't even want to fucking care about this series anymore. I don't give a shit. You know, Resident Evil Revelations was fantastic. It was great. Again, I said this before in my other videos a while ago. Not a perfect game, but it's really enjoyable. I compare it to Resident Evil Code Veronica. Because it's not really a sequel, like a numbered sequel or whatever, but it's kind of like Code Veronica. It's like in between, what was Code Veronica? Came after 3, and it was right before 4. So it was like right in between there, you know. Claire looking for Chris and all that stuff. So, you know, then Resident Evil Revelations was, you know, Jill and her story and Chris, all that stuff with their own partners and 2 different stories going on there. So you had that. Yeah, I love Revelations. It was fantastic. And that was the last great game. You know, that was great. That was a great experience. Really underrated, actually. Obviously, it's on Wii U, 360, and PS3 now, but I don't want to buy that. I'm happy with it on 3DS. It looks better too. But, you know, what they want to do with Resident Evil 7, jeez, what are you thinking about? Already thinking about Resident Evil 7 already, jeez. It's just so stupid. They want to make it like Last of Us. Yeah, I probably will get a lot of hate for this. I really don't give a shit. But that fucking sucks, alright? You want to take things from Last of Us, when that game had QuickTime events too, and cutscenes? What are you going to take from it? That game took a lot of things from other games too. Manhunt, the way you like throw objects or whatever. I watched gameplays of it, like the way you throw objects or whatever. I mean, it looks just like Manhunt. It looks like Uncharted, obviously. It has that same look, especially the cutscenes. It just looks like, you know, it's like you're watching a movie or whatever. Don't get me wrong, the story in Last of Us is actually pretty damn good. I like the story. If it was a movie, I would enjoy it. I would actually enjoy it. I would watch it if it was a movie. And it already is like a movie, pretty much, you know. The game Last of Us is so scripted. It is so scripted. It just, I don't even need to play it. It looks like it holds your hand through the entire game. So, Resident Evil 7, you want Resident Evil 7 to turn out like Last of Us, Capcom, really? No. You know, this series, it's like, you don't want to take anything from Zombie U at all. You don't want to do anything like that. It's like, what the hell? Zombie U was a perfect experience. They pulled that off. Like, oh, it was just amazing. Hello, inventory on the gamepad. You could do that with Resident Evil. Even though Resident Evil was the first to do it, Zombie U took it from that, pretty much. Inventory, I mean, watching your ammo, all that stuff. I mean, and they also want to make it like Tomb Raider, I guess, because Tomb Raider is like action. And they want to make that. I understand that Resident Evil is a perfect balance between action and survival horror, but keep in mind here, you know, before 4, there was no action at all. And Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica, Remake, or 0, there was no action in that game. Little explosions, but there was nothing at all. There was no action. 4 made it to be action. There was action in that game, even though it's still creepy and on your edge of the seat game. But you want to make Resident Evil 7 like between Last of Us and Tomb Raider. I don't know how that's going to work, but I'm looking forward for The Evil Within. That looks awesome, because Shinji Mikami knows how to do that action and survival horror. Not every fucking second there's a quick time event and some helicopter explosions and it looks like a Michael Bay movie and all that shit. I don't like that. I don't want that. I don't want that in my survival horror at all. All right. There is no action in Silent Hill. There's no action in Resident Evil. Even in the first Dead Space, there's no action. Get that shit out of there, alright? Shinji Mikami is the only one that knows how to blend those two together perfectly. That's it. And I've said this before. I feel like I'm repeating myself in other videos that talked about Resident Evil. This series is dead without him. He left Capcom. Everyone good at Capcom left. Alright? Shinji Mikami left. Alright? I mean, look at Mega Man. I mean, come on. You know, I don't want to get into that series or whatever, like that's kind of off topic, but, yeah, Shinji Mikami, I know it sounds like I'm kissing his ass or whatever, but it's like, I've gotten some of those comments on my last videos or whatever, but, come on, he's the godfather of survival horror, alright? That's it. He knows what to do. Look at The Evil Within, that looks fantastic. That looks amazing. Even though we've seen a little bit of it, you know, at E3 or whatever, that little bit of gameplay or whatever, but that looks great. That's how you do it. I have no idea how they did it with Resident Evil Revelations. I think one of the guys that worked on 5 also worked on Resident Evil Revelations, but I don't know. The only way you can make Resident Evil again is with Shinji Mikami. You can't do it anymore. That's it. It's like Miyamoto leaving Zelda and Mario and all that. You gotta have some of that, you know, you gotta have the, whatever you call it, I don't know what to call it, but people that know their shit, you know, I mean, you have to. Resident Evil, I don't know, taking pointers from Last of Us and Tomb Raider, what the fuck? I don't know where this series is gonna go. I don't know. And the story is so fucked up right now. That's the thing. The story is really messed up. We know the story in 6, you know, and it's just, I don't like it. What do you do? Where do you go from here? It's kind of like the movies. It's kind of like the live-action movies. Where do you go? What are you doing? Where are you going with this? We knew Resident Evil was about stars and Umbrella Corporation and the conspiracy and all that. Raccoon City being destroyed in Resident Evil 3. I mean, and 4 was kind of its separate own story. I don't know. I think they need to reboot the series. I think they need to. I've said this before. We've all said it. You know, I'm not the only one that's saying this, but they need to reboot this series. I don't know how. If they reboot it, and I mean, what are you gonna do in the mansion again? Then you go in the mansion, and you go down to the laboratory and all that stuff. I mean, we've already seen that in the first one and in the remake on GameCube. You can't do anything more with this series. You can't. I'm a fan, and I'm admitting this. The series is dead. There's a lot of other fans out there who are just not. They don't want to accept the fact that the series is dead. I mean, that goes for any series out there. Like, we can't do anything more. You're gonna go in another country and another virus outbreak. You know, another virus outbreaks and more zombie invasion. I mean, you just can't do anything more with the series. I mean, Resident Evil 7, really? God, I don't know anymore. All right, this is my last thing on this video here. I'm going to end this video pretty soon here. So, what do you guys think? What do you think they can do with Resident Evil 7? I don't know. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but yeah, the series is dead. I don't know. But anyways, if they can look back at gameplay at Resident Evil Remake and Resident Evil 0 and get back to that, they can make it great. Make it like the old tank. That's all they can do. Make it like, if they can't get Shinji Mikami back, which they never will, get the old tank controls back. Alright? I feel that's another thing I need to bring up in this video actually before I stop this video here. Capcom has no idea what to do with the series. They're really scrambling right now. They're confused. They don't know. Nothing. And like I said, they gotta look at those old Resident Evil games and look at the tank controls. Those old tank controls from the old Resident Evil games, that's not outdated. Alright? You can go back to do that stuff. You can. It would look amazing in HD, seriously. I'm not even fucking kidding you. Look at Resident Evil Remake and 0. Looks incredible. Oh my god, I pop in my Resident Evil Archives Remake and 0 I have for Wii. Oh, it looks amazing. I mean, it looks incredible. They don't want to do that though. Resident Evil 6 looked like an ugly ass game. It really did. It didn't look great at all, in my opinion. It just didn't look great. 5 still looks better than that game. 4 does. I mean, God, I don't know. But if that's what they need to go back to the old tank controls. It would look awesome. And just do that. Bring back that tension that we miss in the old Resident Evil games. Bring back opening up the doors, slowly. Not just like busting through a door. That's not scary at all. You want to know, like, we know what makes Resident Evil scary. What's behind that door? What's over that corner? That's what's great. Revelations did that pretty well. It did in 4, but you just gotta bring that stuff back. I don't know. That's all I can say. So this video's gone on long enough, but yeah, whatever. Post your comments or do a video response, whatever. So peace out. More videos coming soon. More movie-related videos if I can think of anything. So yeah, peace out later. Bye.